Hi guys. Something's telling me that I need to start filming my life again. Except I'm gonna start doing it in public. I've only done filming, talking to myself like on Snapchat stories, because you get the unlimited storage. But I think people need to see something raw, and that's what I hope I can give. I want to talk a little bit about my story and where I come from. And I'll be doing a video on that someday. But today I just kind of want to take you out on my daily routine, on kind of what I'm doing day by day for the past few months. I'm an electrical engineering student here in Washington State. So yeah, it's pretty gloomy, cloudy, deep, depressing. But let's not get too into that. Well yeah, it does get
to you at times. Look at me, I bleached my eyebrows. I was just looking for a little confidence boost. I think you guys should do it as well. Bleach your hair, bleach your mustache, whatever makes you confident.
Is what I'm trying to say. And lately I've been feeling, I don't know, I'm a senior now, and I'm about to graduate. I'm about to start my project next quarter, which is, I think every major has an end of the year project. And I just want to touch on how I've been feeling. Kind of just like not get too off topic, I guess, but I just want to talk about my feelings a bit and show you that you're not alone. But yeah, I'm so broke right now. I'm about to move out again from a weird living situation where there's like a shit ton of cockroaches at one point. I don't even know. Living with roommates is gross. It's something that I have to deal with every day. Being broke, being stressed all the time, going to classes, being at school all day long, studying countless hours, eating the shittiest food, on and on and on. And it's hard not to be, it's hard to be optimistic in situations like that. And then people tell you, don't worry, and you're gonna get a job once you graduate, because you're gonna graduate with electrical engineering. But then it's like, in this economy, nothing guaranteed. If you have a degree, that's not gonna guarantee you a job, man. Especially because we're going through a recession right now. So yeah, it's definitely not a good time for Gen Zers looking for a job, since a lot of us are graduating in 2026. But yeah. But enough of talking. I want to take you through my day. I've been feeling very overwhelmed, so I feel like dressing myself up is what makes me feel confident. It makes me feel like I can study more hours and get my stuff together. But you gotta choose your struggles. I think that's how that works. When I graduated high school, I had a very black and white thinking, where I thought a degree was the only route for me to get a job, get rich scheme, or whatnot. And I said, I'm gonna work a 9 to 5 working a shitty job, or I'm gonna be suffering in school. I chose my sufferings. But now, as I'm graduating, I don't know, I feel like my journey is just beginning, so to say. I can choose my sufferings in anything, even the things that make me most creative and passionate, which I think is the things that I'm truly passionate about. I'm passionate about playing instruments, writing, posing, which is why I want to get into modeling at some point in my life. Because why the fuck not? Life is too short to be caring about people's opinions and what they're gonna think about you when at the end of the day, you're the one who has to bear the consequences of your actions. And if you're gonna bear those consequences, might as well those consequences be beautiful fucking things that you're gonna be passionate about. Even if they're gonna make you suffer. Sure, it's hard. Everything's hard in life. So might as well follow what you love. It's gonna feel like, I don't know, my professor always says I love teaching. And it makes me happy seeing people that follow their passions, because he's passionate about teaching. And that, in effect, makes students more willing to go to class. You know what I mean? He says it feels like going to Disneyland, you know, after getting on all the rides and whatnot, and you're tired and exhausted at the end of the day, but you feel fulfilled because you had fun. And I still think about that. I'm like, you know, you can choose your passion, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna require discipline, but you're gonna feel fulfilled. And lately, I've been feeling like, especially as a senior in electrical engineering, I just feel like I'm reaching the end. I'm reaching that end where I have to get a job, and I'm feeling less and less fulfilled. And even just getting done with the simplest things, like the fucking homework assignments, the labs, doing the math. Well, that's hard stuff. All of it is hard, but even the simplest things, I feel more and more unfulfilled, and it's getting harder and harder to study. And I'm starting to realize I only did the degree for money. And it's never too late to realize that, but I never regret, like, I don't regret doing my degree, just because it's a very amplified degree and I can use it for many things. My friend got into finance with engineering. So for any engineers out there, don't feel like you have to stick to one thing only, which is just engineering. Once you graduate with your degree, you can use it for really anything. And that's why I don't feel too bad. And I also feel like you're at the right time frame in your life for where you're supposed to be. The things that happen for a reason, as long as you're trying to take the steps to be a better person, you know? Because there's people that are not trying to be good people. I feel like those people aren't supposed to be saying it's the right time frame in my life. But for us normal people, we're trying our best in our life, and I think we're at the perfect point in our lives. It's some people our age already have kids and a full-time job. I'm 22, okay? Some people already have all these things done, and you might be saying, I'm barely graduating college. You can't say that, because you're at your own time frame. If you're better than you were last year, believe me, you're doing good. And I feel like some people, I kill myself over comparing myself every single day, feeling like I have to be better, I have to have everything figured out. Believe me, guys, no one has it fucking figured out. Everyone acts. Maybe they act like they have it figured out. Like, for example, let's start with me. I have a car. I have a roof over my head. I have a Coach bag. I have a MacBook. I have an iPhone 16. I can be walking around the road and people are like, oh shit, this girl has her life figured out. I do not fucking have my life figured out. I'm drowning in student loans right now. Things are never as people see. People want to see what they want to see, which is on the outside. But that's what comes with vulnerability. That's when people start showing them their true selves, and I think that's what people don't want to show at times, because it's not easy, first of all. It's like being naked in a way. I don't know. And I'll give you an example of a person who, well, my best friend, who's a lot older than me. They just got fired from their software engineering job, and they also just bought a $500,000 home. And I met this person in a completely different country in Austria, which is crazy. It's like we're all trying to figure out our lives. People almost in their 30s are quitting their jobs and choosing new career divisions, while we are just graduating from our degree at 22. Some people are starting new careers. That's why I feel like you shouldn't compare. Another example, my sister. She's almost 37 years old. She's not feeling fulfilled in her job, so she's deciding to follow a new career path. She's going back to school. She already has kids. She has a house. She has money, but she's feeling unfulfilled. At the ripe age of 36, 37 years old. I don't know. I forgot her age. But the point I'm trying to make is nobody has it figured out, even though you think they do. Everyone's on their own time frame. You shouldn't compare your time frame to another person's time frame, because we're all going through stuff. You know? You feeling like you're not at the right point in your life while someone your age is at the right point in their life is like sailing. It's like, I'm trying to do an analogy. It's like you're sailing with someone and they're a bit forward than you. And then they crash. The one that's like, the ship that's sailing faster than you crashes. So then you end up winning the race because they ended up crashing later in life. When at that same point in the past, they were winning you by a lot. You know what I mean? It's the human experience. And I have a lot of undealt trauma to deal with, as many people have to deal with. But I feel like talking to a camera really helps me, because I'm giving some insight to other people, and hopefully I'm helping someone feel like they're not alone in their struggles. Because I deal with anxiety, I deal with panic attacks constantly, I deal with confidence issues, but I'm learning, I'm a lot better than I was a year ago, and that's what matters. I'm not going to compare myself to some person on Instagram who looks more confident than me. I'm gonna compare myself to what I was a year ago. I was much less confident. And I feel like if you keep comparing yourself to these figures on Instagram, we're not meant to be doing that. We're not meant to be taking in so many different opinions and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and seeing different people's lives, which they're just portraying what they want you to see. But you're scrolling and scrolling and you're taking in so much fucking information, so much thoughts and beliefs that people have. I don't think we're supposed to be taking in so much information like that. It's like overdrive for our brains. We're just supposed to be dealing with our lives and our friends' opinions. I think that's what we were meant to be doing since the beginning. Back in the days when there was no devices. But the internet is such a huge advantage as well. I mean, as an electrical engineering student, I can just say, like, wow, humans invented this? How? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But also, we have to learn to stay grounded. Humans need to be grounded. If we're not grounded, we're gonna feel. It's so late right now, you guys. It's 8 a.m. because I haven't gone to sleep. Bad for me, I guess. But I just wanted to say, like, I didn't even finish my freaking video. I didn't create an outro because I'm done trying to be perfect. I just want to show you guys that shit doesn't have to be perfect. Recording doesn't have to be perfect. Someone's gonna want to hear what I have to say. And if someone doesn't like what I have to say, I really don't care anymore. Especially when your mental health reaches a point where you really don't care about what anyone says. But yeah, that's a story for another time. I'll post another video like next week. Bye. Bye.